Today we will be testing the volatility switch indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the volatility switch indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 676 indicators, with 272 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of the strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the volatility switch indicator. And so you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. Basically what we have is this oscillating line here, and we have a mark right here at the 0.500 mark. The creator of the indicator described that when the oscillating line is below the 0.5 mark, then that is a sign that trend could be forming and that there is low volatility. The creator also said that when the oscillating line is above that 0.50 mark, that that is a sign of high volatility and that you should be looking for overbought or oversold conditions on something like the RSI. And so it's a little kind of counterintuitive, in my opinion. It seems to be a little bit conflicting in its information. Generally, what you want to see is a move in a particular direction, either up or down, generally with a green candle or a red candle, kind of notating that move in that particular direction. And you want to see that happen on high volatility and or I guess high momentum, which I consider to be kind of in the realm of volatility. Maybe I'm thinking of this a little bit wrong, but it seems to me that if the markets are moving, they have a lot of momentum and volatility, then that is when the markets make the best moves. If there is very low volatility, very low volume in the market, then that is when the markets go into kind of consolidation. And so a good example of this is right here. You see that it drops below that 0.50 mark here, and you can see that the market is pretty much straight sideways. And it's not until it peaks up over that 0.50 marker that it makes a move to the upside and then takes off nicely. Kind of same thing over here, not quite as pronounced, but we get a little bit of move to the downside. Looks like volatility volume is dropping in that area, and then boom, as soon as we spike with this big green candle, we see a spike in the oscillating line above that marker. And so this is all just a really long way of kind of explaining my thought process and how we are going to test this. Seems like the creator wanted you to look for when the oscillating line dropped below the 0.50 mark, and that should be a sign to then look for a trend direction. But I feel like it's the opposite. You should look for a spike above, and when we get a spike above that 0.50 mark, then we are going to look at the color of the candle that it took place on. Green candle means that we are going to go long. Red candle means that we are going to go short. So now that I've rambled on forever about what we're doing with this, let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. All right, so we get our first move above that 0.50 mark. You can see that our coordinates over here tell us where that oscillating line was, and it was at 0.524. So it definitely was above that marker, and it took place here on this green candle. And then we get a really nice push to the upside there, enough anyways to get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. Right, the next signal that we picked up was a long signal right here. We get that drop below, then a spike up above, and a little bit of a push to the upside, but not quite enough to get up there to our take profit, unfortunately. Then it looks like we get a dip and then a spike back above. This one takes place on a red candle, and you see that we get a really nice drop there to the downside, getting us to our take profit on that short. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing, that way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Get everything in focus. There we go. Let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So we have 13 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 winning trades. And so that will meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. All in all, not a bad indicator. 13 trades in the 1 year's time, and did so relatively accurate. I mean, it met the 60%, but just barely. Definitely could have done better. Wish it would have done better, but like I said, nonetheless, didn't do too bad. Just out of curiosity, we might test this one using it the opposite signals in the next video, possibly. We'll see what happens. But for now, it will go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.